if you were to plunk me in an organization that was unionized that didn't have any kind of disability management program and ask me where would I start, the first place I would start is with senior leadership to get that agreement and buy-in that they're willing to engage in the process, they're willing to, set the structures up and spend the money that's needed to get things started. And my very next trip would be to the head of the unions to say, listen, this needs to be in partnership. There needs to be some inherent trust at the beginning that we're in this for the right reasons. So are there going to be bumps along the way where we're butting up against, historical whatever has happened in this organization? Sure we are. But we have to start from a place that we are trying to do this for the best interests of the employee and that we're all coming at it from that approach first and foremost. And if we can get that buy-in, that has to happen first, or you might as well just walk away. Because if you don't have both sides willing to engage in that process and be part of the conversation and part of the solution, you're doomed from the start. Right? And the next piece is then to let's have a look at what your data is actually showing. What is our WCB absence rate? Where are the injuries happening? Do we have some areas that are perhaps less safe that need some attention to them? Like that, I think, is what the union is looking for generally, is that they want employers to be responsible for keeping people safe. And so if there's areas that the data tells the story, and you have to start there. Yeah, and I think an employer that is interested in engaging in that process has to be willing to open the books and show what the data is, right? And no blame, no secondary gain feature from any of the parties involved, but you have to be willing to actually look at the basic data to start with. And if an employer is willing to do that and learn from what it tells them, then I think if they don't have a lot of experience or knowledge in that area, that NIDMAR and the assessment is a place where they can start to have some structure on having that data or the story at least shown to them. I think the only other thing that I would sort of want to say to an employer from that lens is that, at the end of the day, a comprehensive disability management program not only impacts your bottom line and the financial impact of disability on your organization, it also minimizes the financial implications of disability on your individuals, on your employees, right? So by helping them return to work sooner and recovering from the issue, you are taking care of that financial constraint that comes with being on disability, right? We're not generally paid the same amount of money as when we're working. And that has real-world implications for employees, trying to pay their mortgage and trying to take care of their family and the worry that is associated with that. So yes, it's good for the employer, but you also have to look at it through that lens of that retention strategy and minimizing the impact of that issue for that employee.